Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2000,
right to him.
It's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
What's that?
Interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Watson on target here to Fuller. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to work.
It's going to be a shootout. My defense has.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot
hand on the phone and shit. You had a circle wide open.
A gain of 39 that time.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Third and goal for Rivers. This is caught, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Naeem Hines with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Makes the score.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
And he is out of bounds up past the 10.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Watson.
Press the wrong button
now
again.
Watson throws another interception.
It's not even you, bro. I'm pressing the wrong button.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game,
Fuck
he
this
may
whole
have to
game up.
announce
Get the
that he's
fuck off the
donating certain
phone.
amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On second down now, it's Hines. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun, Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Taken in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
First down, Texans.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
From the 50, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in?
3 is good,
or are you just
right
hopeful?
there.
And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Play action now. Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
After the interception, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Houston.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller. Not much there, only a yard. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson forced out to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. A shotgun snap for Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. at their own 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
Yeah, we dominate today.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout it.
Touchdown, Indianapolis! T.Y. Hilton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play. Big-time result. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 17, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd and 10, Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Inside 4 minutes to go. 3rd quarter. Watson on first down. He gets it left side to Johnson.
You a bum. You let the computer
and
do it.
They went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one
That's
unable
some
to
bum-ass
develop,
shit right
never
there.
got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Some bum shit.
Again, it's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
That shit now,
That's
boy.
exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10, the 11-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set a 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter.
Told you that lead wasn't about nothing.
31.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Got my 2 stops, like I said.
The 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans...
JJ.
And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, the coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Why not run hit it? Why not run?
Here's Hines. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down.
Got that.
It will be incomplete.
That's some calls for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Good game, my boy.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Good game, my boy. Thought you had one.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
That's that ball hog shit. Turn ball hog if you don't get that shit.
There on the return, they've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
That's that ball hog shit.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
He better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Do it. Oh!
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Lucky
Get this one
motherfucker.
across the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st down, Hines. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating.
Man, that was a nice little drive you had, dude.
That play.
Might as well run again.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Now a carry from Mack. Past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he's a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Okay, I already said.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
The 17-yard line.
I know he ran it.
Now it's Hines. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone.
0 for 2, my boy.
Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Why you throw that ball?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Johnson. And very little room to maneuver.
Diving before I even get the hole.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off of play action, it's Watson. On the move to his left. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Johnson. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
At the 28-yard line.
Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 25 yards that time.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2 minutes drill. You got to know they're looking for their #1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Yo, they jerking me.
And he takes it all the way.
Yo, they tried to jerk me, yo.